Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video we are returning to Five Nights at Freddy's AR to take a look at every animatronic in the game. In this video I'm going to be showing you every jump scare and every capture apart from Springtrap, who I haven't captured yet, and each of these animatronics I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you a slowed down version of their jump scare and a slowed down version of their capture as well, so you can really get a good sense of how they look when they're jump scaring and how they look when they're being captured. And here we're in the shop at the moment, and I just want to talk briefly about the shop, because the shop is kind of where I purchase certain upgrades here and there, like extra batteries and lures, in order to make it a little bit easier to actually gain access to these animatronics. Down here we've got mini packs. Basically these are little packs where you can buy the animatronic suit to build in your workshop and then send these suits out to attack other people. So you can basically build your own sort of animatronic in the workshop, which is pretty cool. I didn't actually bother with this yet, but I might do a video in the future looking at that. Finally, at the bottom here guys, we have lures. Now lures are something that I've been using mainly to attract the harder to find animatronics like Springtrap and Circus Baby. As you can see, you can get lures which attracts pretty much any animatronic you can think of, including the ones that regularly show up like Chica. Also guys, if you do want to add me on this game, you can add me. Here's my username, SuperHorrorBro. I've also, if you go over to Twitter, put a link there on my Twitter so you can directly find me on the app and add me as a friend. I think you get a complimentary animatronic when you do. I can't remember precisely, but I think that's what happens. But as you can see, a lot of you have been adding me on this app. I've got so many people on my friends list now, it's just crazy. But thanks for sort of adding me if you have. With that said guys, I am going to dive now into the list, the rundown of all the animatronics in FNAF AR Early Access. I'll be showing you the jump scare first, and then I'm going to talk you through like the encounter itself. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, so this is the Endoskeleton, a pretty simple one really. I'm just going to show you my footage of capturing this particular animatronic, but the Endoskeleton is just a really simple one. It moves very slowly, it telegraphs its moves very easily, so all you have to do is pick up on its static. As you can see, I've kind of got the static locked down there. I know it's around the computer area, so I just turn my light on briefly just to pick out exactly where it is. You don't need to keep that light on, and there it is. This is on the harder difficulty. This is on about a 10 or 11 streak, so the Endoskeleton is harder in this video than it would be if you just encountered it for the first time, and even then it's still pretty easy to capture. I think I get it now. Yeah, see, I had plenty of time there. I just kind of waited till it got closer for the video so I could sort of show you it a bit closer up, but there you go. That is the Endoskeleton captured. Okay guys, we're on to Chica now. Now Chica is a little harder than the Endoskeleton. In fact, Chica's probably a bit harder than Bonnie too, I would say, on average. I don't know why I've put Chica before Bonnie in this video, but I have, so never mind. She can appear straight in front of you all of a sudden. I mean, any animatronics can on the harder difficulties, but even on the lower difficulties I find Chica does appear quite often, like right in front of you, and you have to quickly turn away from her. As you can see, when Chica runs at you, you very much know it is Chica, because you can see the cupcake also has eyes that glow in the dark. So even before she's appeared, you know it's Chica. And also you will know it's Chica because you can hear her footsteps and how they sound different. Now look out for all these things while you watch the rest of my playthrough. And there we go guys, that is Chica down. Nicely done. Okay, so this is Bonnie. Now Bonnie is pretty standard. There's not a lot to say about Bonnie. I'll pretty much just show you the gameplay. There we go, guys, that's Bonnie down. As you can see, had plenty of time there. Bonnie isn't one of the harder animatronics to capture. You don't have to be too quick at all though.
I should warn you, there'll be no quarter for you.
Right, we've got Foxy now. Foxy is a lot harder than the other animatronics we've seen so far. And one of the reasons why Foxy is so hard is because he'll move all the way around you. So you have to constantly be turning, trying to follow the sound of his voice, trying to follow where the static's coming from. I would recommend having your torch on as much as possible during a Foxy encounter. And if he shows up like he did just there, just quickly duck away. Keep this up, listen to where his voice is coming from, look at where your static's coming from, and eventually you'll get him. And I'll just let you watch the rest of my playthrough here so you can take it in a little bit. There we go, guys, that is Foxy down. He's not too hard as long as you keep all of his cues in mind, you know, all the audio cues, the static, and just keep a check on him, you'll get him eventually.
I bet you didn't expect me to show up, did you now?
Of course we expected you, Freddy. It's a game all about Five Nights at Freddy's. But with that in mind, Freddy is not the hardest of the animatronics to capture. He's a little tougher than Bonnie for my money, and definitely tougher than the Endoskeleton, but easier than Chica actually, I think. I would have thought Freddy would have been a bit harder, but he's not really that hard. You just have to lock onto his static. You basically let him show up, look away when he does, and then wait for him to run at you, and that's it. You've got cues from his music and his voice as to where he's coming from. So they're basically all the tips I can offer you with Freddy, guys. He's a pretty simple and self-explanatory animatronic. We'll get to the hard ones soon. Hope you enjoy the rest of this run.
Round we go. We're going, nobody knows. Now, all that fear there isn't helping either of us. Round and round we go. Where we're going, nobody knows.
And as you can see, guys, not really too difficult at all, Freddy. He is a cool animatronic to capture, but he shouldn't prove too difficult. I think they should maybe tweak Freddy's difficulty, make him a little tougher than he is currently.
I am so glad I found you. Let me find room for you inside.
Circus Baby, guys, is of course one of the most beloved characters in the franchise. She's actually one of the hardest encounters in this game. She absolutely drove me mad.
I wonder what will happen when I try to scoop you out of your...
If you look at her, just have too much of her on the screen at once, she will take you out straight away. You need to basically be constantly moving around. Make sure to look away from the static as soon as it appears. If she starts to glitch in the side of the screen, move straight away from her. Keep it as one smooth movement as well. Don't double back on yourself ever, or she'll jump scare you. You have to get it basically perfect. Like, I would have almost died there. If I hadn't just moved just then when I did, I would have died. It gives you virtually no time at all to react. It's quite frustrating. My heart was in my mouth this whole playthrough.
Would you like me to make ice cream for you?
You'll also notice sometimes she'll sort of say something and then halfway through a sentence interrupt herself and come for you. So you have to be very on edge at all times. With that said, guys, I'll let you watch the rest of this playthrough to give you an idea of how it plays out.
Looks like something bad is about to happen. Didn't you know I would find you? We need you, so we have a place to hide.
You will not believe how happy I was to see the back of Baby in this. She is ridiculously tough. But there we go, guys, we got her. Hopefully you picked up some tips from watching my playthrough there. I felt a bit dizzy after that, but I think I did it correctly. So there is Baby captured. Right, Balloon Boy next. Now, Balloon Boy is pretty easy to get. but he comes with one thing that we have to be very aware of, and that is to look down at the ground at all times, because he's quite short, so obviously we need to look down at the ground in order to capture him, or close to the ground I should say. The way you'll pick out Balloon Boy is by the weird sort of scraping, rasping noises that he makes. Well, I guess it's meant to be him blowing up a balloon. It sounds like a rasping sound to me. I'll let you watch the playthrough and see for yourself, guys, but he isn't the toughest of enemies to capture. You just need to be on your guard and obviously keep the camera pointed down. And there we go, guys, that is how you catch a Balloon Boy. As I say, not the hardest, just listen out for his balloon blowing noises and keep your camera down so that you'll see him coming for you, and that's it. Okay, Shadow Bonnie. Now, Shadow Bonnie's an interesting one, guys, because you can actually use him to quite easily level up. I think he's quite an easy one to defeat. If you want to encounter Shadow Bonnie, all you have to do is suck in the Shadow Remnants instead of the sort of good remnants, so to speak, the light remnants. So just suck in as many Shadow Remnants as you can find. If you get enough in succession, you'll hear a weird sort of musical number play, like a little flute sound, and Shadow Bonnie will show up. Right, so we've got Shadow Bonnie, we just need to locate him now. You'll hear these sort of laser sounds. Sounds a bit Star Warsy. Just locate him after you've heard that laser sound, shine your torch on him, and it will vanquish him. Each time he appears, he'll get a little closer to your position, so you need to be a bit quicker each time in order to capture him. But he's not super hard to capture, so yeah, enjoy the rest of this run, and this should show you how to do it. And there you go, guys, that is how you vanquish Shadow Bonnie. As you can see, you get quite a bit of time to work with here. You know, as long as you're kind of quick, he shouldn't be able to get you and get the jump on you. It's the light that takes him down, so you really need that torchlight. But as long as you've got battery life and you're quick, you should be fine. Okay, guys, this is Springtrap. Now, this is the only animatronic I haven't captured yet. I believe the trick to capturing him is to make sure that you're looking at him when he appears and not away from him. When his eyes are white and when his eyes are red, you look away from him directly or he'll capture you. You have to be very quick, though. But I couldn't capture him, guys. He is really, really tough. I will try and do a video on capturing him at some point, maybe. But as you can see, you just have to be so quick and you can't really mess up because the Springtrap's just so aggressive in his behavior in this game. Either way, guys, I hope you did enjoy this little rundown of all the animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's AR. I'll leave you with one last slow-mo Springtrap jump scare. If you did enjoy this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one.